What's going on, guys? Stall Tactics is back with another video, and as you can see, it's going to be my first NHL 24 video, but sadly it's not on the actual game. It's currently September 26th, so we still got about a week until the release date. And just so you know, the release date is at 12 p.m. It's at like lunchtime Eastern Standard Time, so be ready for that. That's new. Usually it releases at midnight for wherever you're from. But anyways, today's video, we're going to take a look at the rankings for NHL 24 that EA Sports has provided so far. So far, they've provided the left wing, left defense, and right defense positions. So we're going to take a run through and see the different rankings and see how they did. And I'll say my opinion for all the rankings. I already took a look, and there's not too much that's that bad, but there's some things I would change, and one thing just doesn't make sense to me the most, but I could be crazy. Let me know down in the comments. But anyways, let's get right into it. So left wing here, the highest rated card. So I guess this isn't for HUT. This is not your HUT ratings, by the way. This is going to be for your franchise mode, or if you're playing offline, like these are what the players' rankings would be. Anyways, so you can see right here, Matthew Tkachuk, 94 overall. He's well deserving of this spot. He had an unreal season last year. Carried the Florida Panthers all the way to the Cup final. I think there's nothing wrong with this ranking at all. And then you can see all his stats here as well. You can see his body checking, face-offs, everything there. You can pause it if you want to read. I'm not going to go through those too much in depth. You can see his synergies too, and I guess I don't know if these are like X Factor things or what. But anyways, then we got Artemi Panarin, Jason Robertson, Kirill Kaprizov, Alex Ovechkin, Brad Marchand, Clayton Keller, Brady Tkachuk, Johnny Gaudreau, Kyle Connor. Overall, I think this first page isn't too bad. This is now ranked 11. So you got Philip Forsberg, Jesper Bratt. This I'm a bit skeptical of. They have Jesper Bratt at an 88 overall. I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but I'll state my point in a second here. Then you have Jake Gensel, currently injured. Huberdeau, awful, like not awful, just a huge fallback of the season from his previous year. That could be a little lower in my personal opinion. Same with Landeskog. He didn't even really play this last year. He's not even going to play this year. That could be like one or two lower as well. Then you got Marchessault, Verhaeghe, Hyman, Fiala, and Miller. In my opinion, I think I'd bump Fiala up to the 88 and JT Miller maybe even. But other than that, that's not terrible. The only big concern for me is Jesper Bratt. I think Jesper Bratt's a little too high, and you'll see in a second here when we go into the right wingers. So right wingers, you have David Pastrnak, Nikita Kucherov, Mikko Rantanen, Mitchell Marner. Obviously, those four all well-deserving. Nothing bad to say about those rankings. Then you have Mark Stone, who is more of a defensive player, so I could see where they're coming from. He's not a huge point guy, but you got to take all aspects into consideration for these rankings for sure. Then you got Andrei Svechnikov, William Nylander, Patrick Kane, maybe a ranking or two too high. I mean, he was not a point a game last year. All these other players were, except Svech. Svech, I feel like, will have a good year this year. That one may be. I'm just saying that because I have him in fantasy. But anyways, then you have Buchnevich, Pavelski, and then Kyrou. And then this is where I get, this is why you'll see why I don't like Jesper Bratt's 88 overall ranking. So then you have Alex Tuch, Patrick Laine, Tyler Toffoli at an 87, which I believe should be below Jesper Bratt. I believe so. But then you have Troy Terry, Alex DeBrincat, but then Timo Meier. Timo Meier should be a higher rating than Jesper Bratt and Toffoli. I don't know why he's a ranking lower than Bratt and tied with Toffoli. In my opinion, that doesn't make sense. If anything, I'd make Meier an 88, Bratt and Toffoli an 86. That's just my opinion, especially seeing like Caulfield, Tarasenko, and Konechny. I don't see Toffoli and Bratt being better than these players, but I see Meier being marginally better than Toffoli and Bratt. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know how you guys feel about the rankings. And then maybe I can do a video about how you guys feel and state my thoughts on your guys' opinions. Anyways, we're going to hop into the left defense here. Obviously, the best defenseman in the league, Roman Josi. Guys, absolute stud. If he wasn't on such a bad team, if he was in Victor Hedman's shoes, let's just say Josi would have a couple more Norrises under his belt. If he must have one, I'm assuming. But anyways, obviously best defenseman in the league. Victor Hedman, 93. I'm skeptical on that a little bit. Like, yeah, I know he's not totally old, but like Sergachev is taking his role. Like, I don't see why you keep Victor Hedman at a 93. And then there's no one at 92. Like, he's not that much better than everyone else. Dallin, I like Dallin's rating. Even like if Dallin was a 92, I would not complain at all. Dallin's a complete stud. Quinn Hughes, Miro Heiskanen, both around the same boat. I like that. Shea Theodore, Josh Morrissey, Devon Taves, absolute stud. I love that guy. Jacob Slavin, one of the best defensive defensemen in the league. Thomas Chabot. And then you got, there's Sergachev, which is fair ranking. Like, I'm not saying Sergachev should take Hedman's spot up there. I'm just saying Hedman should not be that high. I'd even give him and Sergachev the same ranking. Maybe give Hedman an 89 and Sergachev an 88. Again, I don't know how EA's ranking system works. I don't know if they need a certain amount of players to be each rank, but that's just my personal opinion. Adam Pelech, Hampus Lindholm, Zach Werenski, Vince Dunn, Matthias Ekholm, Darnell Nurse, Jonas Brodin, Morgan Riley, and Mackenzie Weegar. I think these are all pretty fair rankings. Maybe Brodin falls, and or I guess they're all 87, so they're all tied, but I guess I'm just looking at like the overall here. But yeah, so I guess these are all relatively fair rankings. Darnell Nurse, most overpaid defenseman in the Hockey League. Anyways, we're going to jump to the right defense now. It's obviously Cale Makar, 95. No complaints at all. Sorry for saying Yossi's the best in the league. Obviously, it's Makar than Josi. That's my bad. Ignore me on that one. Yossi's a better two-way, obviously. Makar is more of an offensive type of guy. But Makar is definitely the best. Anyways, then you got Charlie McAvoy, who I actually am not a huge fan of. I don't know why. I think it might just be because he's on Boston, but I did draft him in fantasy this year, so I gotta speak highly of him. So I'm gonna allow him to take that spot. Then we got Adam Fox, Erik Karlsson, Dougie Hamilton. Erik Karlsson, one good year, and then he's back up there again. I don't know. I think I'd rather have Dougie Hamilton ahead of him. John Carlson, Alex Pietrangelo, Drew Doughty, Moritz Seider, Chris Letang. These are all solid. Pietrangelo's a solid two-way. Seider's up and coming. These all make sense to me. Then you got Brandon Montour. Did I not have Montour? Oh, that was Weegar. Oh, shoot. I mixed up Weegar and Montour. Okay, my bad. So then you have Montour. Aaron Ekblad, I like this. Keep those two the same ranking because like they play the same amount. Montour had one good year. Ekblad's just always at that one spot. I don't think he's gonna get any better anytime soon though. Seth Jones, that's fair. Noah Dobson, I could see a higher rating. I think this guy's an unbelievable two-way defenseman. Brent Burns, Rasmus Anderson, Philip Hronek, Brett Pesce. I think these are all pretty fair rankings. Yeah, overall, I think EA did a pretty decent job on the rankings. Just my one major concern was Jesper Bratt right there at 12 at a rank overall of 88. It's not even so much just the ranking. For me, it's just Timu is better. I'm biased too. I did take Timu in fantasy this year, but I don't know. To me, that's just a no-brainer. Jesper Bratt should not be higher overall than Timu. So Timu's going to put up 40 goals. Jesper Bratt will maybe put up 27, 25 maybe. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Maybe he's better defensively. Who knows? But anyways, that's going to wrap up the video for today, boys. Let me know down below if how you feel about EA Sports rankings and what you would change. And I'll be sure to answer all the comments down below. Drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Click the subscribe button with the notification bell so you don't miss a video. We're going to be pumping out the NHL 24 content this year. Release dates the next Tuesday from watching this at lunchtime, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be ready. And yeah, it's been Stall Tactics. I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.